Guys, the Switch 2 came out today. Holy! Look at how the Switch 2 is already doing. The price they are asking for, though, is a bit much, considering, again, the whole Mario Kart is $80 fucking thing. You know, that kind of a little bit of a killer. All right, let's take a look.
Steve Kovac is live outside New York's Nintendo Square, and he joins
place,
us now with more. I saw the hats they were wearing. Is that a Mario Brothers thing or something?
Dude, I don't... All right. I am so sick of this like posturing from people in higher media as if gaming is like some kind of lower form. I know it's like kind of a mild tangent, but like it's just the weird borderline condescending tone of it. It's like, is that a Mario thing or something? First of all, it's Mario, bitch. All right, let's get that straight.
Yes, there are a lot of people who were dressed up last night, Becky, in costumes and so forth. There's a big launch party at the Nintendo flagship store.
Also, God forbid people have fun. By the way, guys, this is the store I went to. It's the one in New York. It's the one I went to get Tears of the Kingdom on launch day. I was in that, literally in that, right next to that front door, where I had a really odd confrontation with a nerd guy who wanted to be in the front. And at first I wasn't going to let him because he was being very rude. But then eventually I told him because he started begging. It was really weird. And I was like, dude, it's fine. Like you can get the front if you want to. You know, what's funny? He didn't even go in first. The doors opened and we have to go in. And I wanted an ultimate edition of Tears of the Kingdom. And he was like, guys, wait. Because he was trying to activate his camera. And I'm like, I am not waiting. So I walked in first anyway.
Right by our offices in 30 Rock, actually, last night.
If someone is in the business, if you're not prepared with your equipment, that's on you, brother. You got to go on the spot.
Some celebrities, we saw Bowen Yang from Saturday Night Live. He was here picking up his Switch 2.
I don't know who he is.
A few people in line behind me, they have reservations to come in when the store opens and pick up their consoles. I happen to have one right here. This is it. It's a Nintendo Switch 2. It costs $450.
Oh.
And it's kind of interesting because there is a tariff angle here, believe it or not. This was announced on April 2nd on a Liberation Day, and Nintendo got kind of caught on their back foot with these tariffs. They ended up keeping the console the same price at $450, but did need to raise prices on some accessories and other things to kind of make up the cost. This is produced in Vietnam, by the way, which has a lower tariff rate, of course, than China. We actually caught up with Nintendo's president, Doug Bowser, last night.
Oh, Doug Bowser is there? Well, that makes sense. That's the Switch launch.
And what they see moving forward about pricing. Take a listen.
Okay, well, I'm going to interview with them.
It's an incredibly fluid and challenging situation for not only ourselves, but for a lot of companies. So we're continuing to really monitor the market and monitor where tariffs are going.
Hey, Doug Bowser. First of all, you can't make, I know this has been memed to hell at this point, but you cannot make up the fact that the Nintendo of America president last name is Bowser, the leading villain in every Mario game. So with that and a combination of how like games are priced right now, I'm like, oh, dude. Bowser indeed. Bowser
indeed. Any further decisions on pricing? The price that you see right now is the price that you can be expecting in the future. Of course, tariffs could change that in the future, but right now, $449 for the base SKU and $499 for the bundle with Mario Kart World is the price that we'll be maintaining.
All right.
So Becky, like so
my
many
ass to get it used.
They have to be pretty dynamic and loose on pricing with the tariff uncertainty.
Look at that though, wildly impressive. It's sold almost as much as the DS. Keep in mind, DS is cheaper and more mobile. Almost everyone has a Switch, man. Family wise, it's a great console. Great console. My Switch is here right now. Love my Switch.
Out there, but for now, holding still. By the way, Nintendo says
they
expect to sell
shit the bed
15 million Switch units this year. That would be roughly in line with the first version of Switch in its first year as well. And by the way, Nintendo is not just a video game company anymore. We know, of course, the partnership with our parent company, NBC Universal. They have those theme park attractions in Orlando this year, out there in Hollywood, and also in Japan, and also some movies coming out. There's that new Super Mario Brothers movie, a sequel to the original one, and a Zelda movie coming out in a couple years. So we're really seeing Nintendo move beyond its core of gaming, but today it's all about this new system here.
Oh yeah, dude.
And we're expecting to see a lot of people come through and pick up their new devices, Becky.
Hey, Steve, these lines outside waiting for a new product, that's almost an anachronism. Every once in a while you see that with like a new iPhone or something that's coming out, but it is really tough to get people who are willing to stand outside in long lines overnight and dress up in characters.
Not just overnight, Becky. We talked to someone here. They wanted the honor of being the first in line. They got here 2 months ago. So
what the fuck?
The very first in line. Yeah, exactly. They've been camping out in Midtown Manhattan.
How do you do that 2 months ago? How's the guy gone to the bathroom over the last 2 months?
I think they swap people in line and things like that. I don't think they're actually living on the street, but they have a system going so they can get people in and out.
A lot of rain the last 2 months. That must have been pretty miserable.
Yeah. Probably pretty awful. And I would also add, it's been 8 years, Becky.
Mic's on. Where that is. Guys, gotta cut the lav mic off.
Well, that's 8 years of
Peach
anticipation
and Yoshi. Damn. Got some celebrity appearances.
There are over 150 million original Switches that are still in use today. It's becoming
Bro, you know my ass. If I was the first in line and like that, whoever that is in Saturday Night Live is like, hey man, I'm on Saturday Night Live. I got to go back to the show. I was wondering if I could go first, if I can just kind of go get. I'm like, no, dude. No. I got to go back to my regular ass 9 to 5. I'm going to get this console. Get your shit delivered, brother.
Huge gaming platform for Nintendo. People are still using it even all these years later.
To be fair, dude, launches like this aren't necessarily for console ease. It's for the experience. The experience is really fun.
Now they're ready to upgrade.
I would do it again. That was awesome.
Becky.
My 13-year-old wants one. I'd have some questions about an adult who'd be willing to sit out in line for 2 months waiting for one.
I don't get it. I cannot stand this weird, like, moral posturing from these, like, news people. It's so weird. It's like, my 13-year-old wants one. I can imagine an adult doing that. Okay, fucking doll eyes. Whatever you say, brother. Like, dude, it kills me. It's like, first of all, dude, all right, you know what? I am triggered. I'll admit it. I'm a little bit triggered by that. That's annoying as shit. Can you blame me? That is so stupid. I'm literally, it's funny. This was not actually intentional. I'm wearing my Tears of the Kingdom shirt right now. I should have just rolled with it. But, yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't get this weird, like, moral posturing behind video games. Video games are they are an objectively larger industry than anything in film, anything in television. Maybe not books, because books has had a hell of a lead start as far as entertainment goes. But, like, dude, gaming is huge. Gaming is literally it is a around the world phenomena. You can objectively make way more money off video games than you ever could a movie. It takes leagues more work ever than you could a movie. It takes a hell of a lot more work than news. So for them to have this, like, odd moral posturing of, like, yeah, my 13-year-old's excited, but an adult? It's like, I understand she was making fun of the fact that the guy was waiting for 2 months, sure. But this attitude. Can no one have fun, by the way? Dude, I cannot believe I'm crashing out about this. But I'll crash out about this. Look, I get it. It's a video game. You don't play video games. You don't understand it. It's weird to you, sure. Look, I am just happy that there is a group of people meeting each other and talking with each other and talking about their childhoods. I'll put it like this. Reason why I get annoyed by that is because I was there for one of those. It was the Tears of the Kingdom launch. It wasn't the midnight launch, but it was the like what these guys are doing. It's the day after launch. And it was kind of jarring because you see how I look in person and the people that I was kind of in communion with in that moment. You wouldn't put 2 and 2 together as far as, like, people who are friends. And I wouldn't put 2 and 2 together either. But you know what was really fun? The fact that we were all nerds and we were kids that grew up with this amazing franchise. We love these characters. We love the direction and have some criticisms of the direction of the franchise. It was a fun time. It was so fun to have, like, that feeling of community. It was right for my birthday, so I was really excited, and they were all really kind about it. People were really antsy, like that one guy, but overall, like, I had a great experience, and I absolutely loved it. And that's actually went down as one of my favorite birthdays because of that. That was such a fun, like, large communal experience. So the fact that she kind of just, like, hand waves it off and being like, my 13-year-old wants it. I don't get this. What? Gaming? I'm going to pick up my smut book. I'm going to pick up my smut book. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. It's ridiculous. Like, what else do you do? What news? Awesome. You talk about, like, the most controversial line of work right now because no one trusts any form of news service ever, to the point where a service like Ground News, which I am a sub to, actually exists to decipher all of your horse shit to make sure we can get a somewhat of a comprehensible story. No, dude, I don't want to hear it. You guys quit the moral posturing. This guy's really cool. He probably seems like he's into the video games. I mean, why else would we take the story? He seems to be excited about it, which is really fun. I hope he enjoys his new Switch too. I'm assuming that's his. I hope he enjoys it. Hope it's fun. I can't buy one right now. I have my own criticisms towards it, but at the same time, you look, in the end of the day, can no one have a fucking hobby? Good God. I'm crashing out at news people currently right now.
It's all gimmick, and it's to get, you know, YouTube views or whatever. So yeah,
like in 3 days, can't you just walk right in? Couldn't you walk right in, like in 3 days, and buy one?
You have to reserve.
Why are they so annoying? Why are they so annoying about this? What? It's because it's a bunch of fucking boomers. It's a bunch of boomers and old heads who just are pissed off because they're not happy about anything. They're not happy. They lack any semblance of happiness. I'm going off right now. This is ridiculous. You guys are so annoying. Literally, like, can't just go through. First of all, shout out this guy, by the way, who's just in the background, straight staring. Can I not have fun? Can I not have fun? You boomers destroyed the economy, destroyed the job market, destroyed the housing market. You took everything from us. From Gen X onward, we are fucked because of you assholes. And now all of a sudden, if we have fun with something that's actually relatively affordable, to have some form of escapism from this horrible, horrible world that you've given us, and then all of a sudden say, oh, buddy, oh, dude, can you just get it 3 days later? This is so stupid. It's so stupid. I hate this weird, immature way of looking at tech like this, dude. It's ridiculous. Video games are, look, oh, I don't know why I'm tangenting about this. You godless perverts, stop making fun of my Switch.
You have to reserve a spot in line is how they have it. They're actually pretty organized. It's not like Apple.
When's the line going to be gone, Steve? I mean,
can I buy one online?
Then wait a month. In a month, you're just going to be able to walk in and buy one, right?
Dude, it's the experience. Oh my God. I feel like Hassan Piker right now. Like the way I'm crashing out, I feel like a fucking idiot, but I'm just getting so annoyed. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why do you go to a football game? What do you, can't you just watch it at home? Why do you want to sit there in line and be around a bunch of loud, smelly people? Like, can't you just like watch the game from the comfort of your own home? Why would you want to go? Because it's fucking cool. Because it's cool. When you watch it, it makes it better. When you're with people and everyone's excited around you, it makes it better. That's why. I don't know if this guy has any friends or family. Yeah, usually when you're communing with others, yes, the experience gets way better. Brother, we literally in the middle of a loneliness epidemic with the youth. And these assholes are telling us how it's weird that we're trying to be like community based. It's weird that for once we're actually meeting together to do something. How, like, man, literally how ridiculous.
Probably. They say the store behind me, they tell us over the next couple of weeks, they expect to move several thousand units behind me. And again, these are reservations. They have their reservations full for the next
His Breath of the Wild shirt. Have that same
2
shirt.
weeks, then they'll open
Tell
up
by the
another
logo.
Tranche of reservations. So the people you see behind me, they haven't been camping out all night necessarily. They have a reservation for when the store opens here in a couple hours, spot in line. It's much more orderly than you would think of some kind of chaotic lines we saw like with the original iPhone or something like that.
Some of these are business people, as you mentioned, if you're trying to get YouTube views or if you're trying to buy one and then turn around and sell it on eBay for twice the price or more.
So then you go home.
They're entrepreneurs.
Then you go home and you lock yourself in a room and play video games for like 24 hours a day for 6 months.
And then you're much more normal.
Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to do that, Joe.
Oh my God. That's so cool. You're so fucking cool. This guy is awesome. You know, he was captain of the football team in high school back in 1946. He used to have a hell of an arm on him. I'm about to get into it. I'm about to enter the deep end. I'm telling you. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.